This is So Like You Know, the podcast your mother warned you about.
Are you crazy? These kids could really hurt themselves with this stuff.
Oh, God, I thought that was absolutely dreadful.
Welcome to So Like You Know, aka Slick Radio. My name is Chris.
And I'm Bo.
This is the show for America Week, aka July 5th, 2014.
Today, and just today, is America Week.
It's the show for America Week, because we review the show before. Anyway, make sure you check us out on the interwebs at solikeyouknow.com.
Don't forget, we're also on Facebook and Twitter at SLYK Radio.
Why do we say don't forget? If this is their first time listening, they never heard it before. So it's like, hey, don't forget something we've never told you.
It's the one person that might not know or heard.
Maybe.
Taco.
Burrito.
Taquito. And if you like taquitos, you can eat them while you're listening to our live stream shows right here on Spreaker, as well as our streaming shows on Stitcher, iTunes, and the Windows Marketplace.
That is correct. Hey, I just got an email. We're live right now.
Nice!
Yeah.
Nice. That's
Man.
badass. Just in case we didn't know.
Exactly.
I want to let you guys know that you're live. Oh, really? I had no idea.
Thanks. So, again, welcome. This is the podcast your mother warned you about, and we're not sure why your mother listens to podcasts, nor why she warns you about them, but we're it.
It was probably that one mom we talked to at Comcast.
Like Comcast?
Comcast? Comic-Con, not Comcast. I was bitching about Comcast earlier today, and it just
You
carried
bitch
over.
about Comcast a lot.
I can't help it. They have great internet service until they make me mad. Then they really make me mad.
I think it's funny, every time you, bitch about them on the show, your internet gets... Happy 4th of July! Your internet gets slower.
Probably. So, I don't know. But we always like to start our show out now with the intro to the beer of the week.
Otherwise known as our Micro Brew
In review.
Rewind.
That was weird, wasn't it?
A little bit.
Alrighty.
So, what we're doing is, if you guys have not been longtime listeners to the show, we've been doing microbrew reviews since episode 3.
Yeah, so quite some time.
And our palates have changed quite a bit since those original episodes. Beers that we might have thought were absolutely disgusting, we might like now. So we just kind of went over the list, because somehow we made a list of those original episodes. And,
no, it wasn't us. It was Hannah and the librarian.
No, we did it. We all had a different computer. I sat at the desk, you had a laptop, Casey sat on the couch.
I guess I just remember mostly them laughing at my barfing sounds constantly.
That's true. You didn't make barking sounds a lot. So we're going to go back in time to this one time.
To the first season. Where
to October 8th, 2012.
Yeah.
What are we drinking, Bo?
Holy shit. Today we're drinking Dead Guy Ale from Rogue Brewery. Apparently it glows. I don't know what that means, but it says it on the bottle. I'm going to put it in the black light later. But it is a handcrafted micropiece by Rogue Ales in Newport, Oregon, USA. It's a deep honey in color with a malty aroma, rich, hearty flavor with a well-balanced finish.
Now, we'll let you guys know what our new review is towards the end of the show. But our old review was 3 out of 5.
Yeah. So well,
yeah.
Dog fell on the couch.
Puppies.
We have different puppies this time.
Yeah, we have different dogs every time we record. So, at that point, we're going to go ahead and we'll drink it through the show. And stay tuned towards the end of the show. We'll let you know what we think.
See if it's most delicious.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn myself down a little bit. Holy crap. I didn't realize I was peeking like that.
Yay, peeking.
Peeking!
So, I would say let's move right along, but my notes are loading.
Oh, shit. I don't even have mine pulled up.
I win.
I'm a wanker.
I win.
Happy 4th of July!
Every time you hear a firework go off, we're going to yell Happy 4th of July.
Yeah. So whether or not you hear it, we do, and that's the important part.
Exactly.
Because we just want to sound like we're mentally unstable.
Here we go, Sparky BuzzFeed. Now,
Sparky!
Word. All right, we're prepared, I promise. So this is where we talk about geeky, nerd-type, awesome news and stuff.
Yep, this is definitely a bit of a nerdier... What the fuck? I still have Paint Snapper up? Reload!
Bose is broken. So first we're going to talk about a fun new product, a fun drink out there for everybody called Friends Fun Wine.
Woo!
So it sounds like a great name to market to kids. They've come up with a coffee-flavored wine that has about as much alcohol as a moderate beer. They come in an aluminum can. Your mom will love them. But unfortunately, they don't contain any caffeine. They come in Cabernet Coffee Espresso and Chardonnay Coffee Cappuccino.
So basically, it's just like putting decaffeinated coffee inside of your wine. So, I don't know. It seems like a kind of a weird thing to me. It would work with like a sweet wine, mentally, but it looks like they picked two semi-dry wines.
And two, espresso's kind of dark and tasting.
I like it. I like espresso, but it's an acquired taste. Very much so.
Not with wine.
No.
I mean, cappuccino with Chardonnay. Maybe, because cappuccino's sweet.
Yeah.
Whichever dog this is behind me, you're moving.
I don't know. I don't think I could get into it, but at the same time, I kind of want to try it. So, I don't know.
I mean, it comes in an aluminum can, so it's crushable and shotgunnable.
And as we found out from Esteban, aluminum can stuff is actually much better. Much better for drinking booze holes.
For drinking booze holes. The dog's hiding behind me because of the firecrackers.
Exactly.
Now that makes sense.
Yeah, she didn't want to just sniff your crack.
I'm like, what the hell's going on? Okay.
But,
so coming soon to a liquor store near you? Maybe a coffee shop?
Yeah.
Friends Fun Wine.
We'll have to find it. I'll find it for you. I was watching a video on it, and they're all ranting and raving about it. There's a podcast about wine that was talking about it. That's the only reason I know anything about it.
Oh, fun.
So,
but you know what I think you could find it?
Maybe in a dumpster?
In a dumpster, exactly. You know what else I found out you can find in a dumpster?
Awesome stuff.
Free shit. So, if you haven't already begun because of the article on IGN, let us reinforce this. GameStop throws away cool shit.
I was watching a video earlier. It was a live stream video, or at one point it was. Someone found an old Gears of War Xbox station, and it still had the TV attached to it.
That's awesome.
So basically, they grabbed the whole thing. All it was missing was the Xbox. So you basically put that in the corner of your room, and you got an arcade stand.
Pretty much.
So
I mean, what you're looking at is
what it is.
Shelf space is at a premium at GameStop. Stuff doesn't sell. Stuff's not going to move. Sure, they'll pay you $2 for that copy of Madden 2010. Mm-hmm. Actually, no, they have a year rule. I think right now it's 2012 is the latest. No, 2011 I think is the most you can go back. I think it's 3 years.
Yeah, I think GameStop's the only one, too, that does take old,
Entertainment
sports
will
games.
go back one. So, like, right now, let's say Madden 15 just came out, which it didn't, but they'll go back to 13.
Oh, I
if
thought
it
they
just
stopped
came out. If 15's been out for a while, they'll only do 14 and 15.
Okay. I don't know. All I know is
they'll give you $5 for 14 and sell it for 10.
Yeah,
that's why. So,
because they're pricks like that. Yeah. All I know is I want it, and I want to do that, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing that at some point in time soon.
But I mean, it could wield you anything from what the videos we saw, from games to used accessories to cool posters and most likely tetanus.
Yeah, because nothing is better than a rusty crack needle.
Exactly. So,
I don't think they get rusty, but somehow rust will get on it, and then you'll get stabbed, and then you'll have AIDS rust.
Now, make sure you check your local laws before you go diving into your local GameStop dumpster.
Now, I looked it up. Colorado, it is completely illegal to dumpster dive so long it is not in a sealed area that is within the property. And
so this is an open dumpster? You're
if it's in an open dumpster, not sealed in a fence, or at curbside, then you can.
So what if it's one of those dumpsters that's behind a gate with no lock?
I didn't see anything on that. There was nothing specific. I looked about I skimmed through the statute that someone posted.
Okay.
So I'd have to look a little more closely. But generally it looked like as long as you weren't trespassing, then it's not a problem. So like the videos I saw, the dumpsters weren't attached to the GameStop buildings. They were actually kind of a separate entity. It was within the parking lot, though.
Yeah.
So at that point, I'm sure it's kind of like free public space.
Yeah. Yep.
Essentially. Unless, you're like Chris and somehow manage to get a ticket inside of a mall parking lot area.
Yep. I don't know how to pull that one off. But, those stop signs in front of the Hooters, cops are watching them.
Yeah, don't do a California stop there.
Yep. So, now, I mean, the site could be cool stuff. I mean, especially if you go a week or two after some games came out. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could find posters of the, broken stuff. You never know. Because I guess GameStop has a certain policy as far as games go. They'll take in a game if it's perfectly good, like there's nothing on it, they'll resell it. If it needs to be reconditioned or touched up or something, it goes to the refurbish center. If it's absolute garbage, they just throw it away.
Yeah. And garbage to them is still playable.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things is they might buy it probably as a bundle, just like you give them a whole stack of them. And they're like, we'll give you this much. Because I know they did it once for me. I don't know if that's normal policy. And that was like 5 years ago.
Here's another thing is they might like take an Xbox back that somebody replaced the sticker on. And then they realize, oh, hey, this isn't the original sticker.
Yeah. Because you can buy the warranty stickers online.
For like $15 for a pack of 20. Or, for example, if somebody buys a game and comes back and says, dude, this had a circle ring on it, but it didn't before, and you're like, oh, okay, customers are always right, so you got to exchange it because the dumbass moved their Xbox while playing a game.
Oh, customers always right. I love that rule.
Yeah. So, I mean, circle damage, sometimes the games are still completely playable.
Yep.
It just might only be like the last fucking level, and you're like, I can just go watch it on YouTube.
So, needless to say, I'll definitely be checking out some GameStop soon. Definitely not in the more ghetto areas.
Because you don't know what's in those dumpsters.
And I'll be hitting the nicer, richer neighborhoods because those people probably aren't dumpster diving in the first place.
More than likely not.
So maybe I can snag a kiosk, and I want one.
There you go. So let's move right along with some more game news. With The Last of Us Remastered, Sony has released a press release. Not really a press release, but they've answered some questions. People are asking, The Last of Us was such a great, groundbreaking game that a lot of people played. Why is it worth re-releasing?
Because apparently a lot of people didn't.
Sony claims that a large portion of PlayStation 4 owners have never played The Last of Us. Hence the re-release and some other re-releases that are coming out. Bo may disagree and think it's just a money grab. I don't know what he's going to say. But I think it's absolutely correct.
As not being a PlayStation person for a very long time, I don't know what the interest was in it, but I was looking at original gameplay to the new trailer, which involves some actual gameplay. The game itself looks like it was done a lot better, and it looks like some of the notes people were making, people got to test the beta.
Yeah.
That they were saying that the physics were a little better in the game too.
I believe it.
So, it doesn't hurt to remaster these games. I mean, they did it with Halo.
Yeah.
So why not do it with another game that was a groundbreaking system?
Well, here's the thing, and this is a big thing for PS4. We got to look at what's being re-released. Some of the 2 launch titles for PS4 were games that were just recently released on, I guess, past gen now, since the new ones are almost out for a year. Tomb Raider and Injustice. Both were released on PS4 the first 2 weeks of it being out. Tomb Raider having just come out 6 months before, and Injustice, just 4 months before?
Yeah.
Both were re-released and remastered. Now The Last of Us is coming out, so is Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, their point with The Last of Us is that, not a lot of PS4 owners played it originally on PS3, which is absolutely true, because if you look at the marketing numbers, a vast majority of Xbox 360 owners aren't going to the One, or if they are going to the One, they are also going to the PS4. A lot of the people buying the Xbox One are people who were I'm not going to say the stupid people, are the people who were either late adopters to the 360, or were the people whose last-gen system was a PS3 and were like, oh, well, everybody talked about Xbox, and I said I'm just going to wait till the new Xbox comes out, and the new Xbox is here, so I'm going to go buy it instead of a PS4.
I don't know. I'm still at the quandary of 360 or 4. I really am. I know it's... Or the 1 or 4, yeah. I know the PlayStation 4 is a solidly